This week has been quite an interesting week. London's opened up. There is rumblings of some gigs happening very soon. What I will say is put July 3rd in your diary if you're in London. Just save the date. More will be announced next week. But that does also mean that as things open up, I might be winding these conversations down. So I reckon we've got another 6 weeks of these chats. And I reckon that we'll probably do the last one at the end of June. But don't worry, as soon as the world goes back into lockdown, I'll be right here chatting shit to you. Yes. And, oh shit, I dropped my pencil. There we go. Hi, Priyanka. How are you? Hi, Dewey. Lovely to see you. Tom, how's it going, bruv? And thank you for joining us. So this week's guest is Vishal Dadlani. I know we spoke last year. And yes, Priyanka, I'm a whole 3 minutes late. I mean, I needed to go to the loo, and it was such a disappointment because I was expecting full release and it was just a fart. It's really, really disappointing. Anyway, speaking of farts, this week's guest is the wonderful Vishal Dadlani, like I said. He did join me last year at the start of all of this sort of these chats. But we thought we'd revisit considering there's an awful lot in the news about India. And, you know, Vishal's got his finger firmly on the pulse. There is totally a rectum joke in there. But yeah, he'll be joining us as soon as I tell him that I'm online. So I'm going to tell him now, where are you, bastard? Are you, bastard? There you go. So how are you? Ah, there he is. Vishal is just here. Look at that. There you go. Should I report comment? No, I want to go live with Vishal. Report. Stupid. Yes. Old man bladder indeed, says Vishal. Yeah, roast my bladder. That sounds pretty odd. Hello, bastard.
Yo, what's up?
How are you, man?
I'm good. So, how's it going?
Not too bad. I was just saying to Priyanka as well, I was really looking forward to going to the loo and full evacuation happening. But what happened was it was just a fart. It was such a letdown. You know when you want that full...
Are you sure you haven't left your butt plug in?
That might be the case. That is true. I might have accidentally left the cork up there from last night.
So the usual then.
Yeah, exactly. Thursday. Exactly. How are you, bruv? You good?
I'm good. You know, this feels exactly like the chat we had last year. That didn't make any sense either.
What are you talking about? We start with toilet chat, then bum chat, and then we get into music chat. That's what we do. That's what happens every time I fucking see you, like real life. That's exactly what happens.
I thought we were talking about this time. I thought we were going to talk about like subversion and you know.
We are. We're going to talk about all of that stuff, but some stuff we can't talk about, obviously, to protect both you and me. But yes,
I can talk about everything, dude. Have you been reading my posts of late?
I really have. Do you know what? Right, the thing is, so we last spoke. You were outside of Bombay. Is that where you are still now?
Yeah, still.
Hey, Prav's in the house. Big up, Prav. Yes, Praveen.
Hey, Prav, my brother. Good to see you, man.
Yeah. So you're outside of Bombay. You're obviously, and you know what, bro? I had some distant relatives and elders message me going, "Where does your friend Vishal? We haven't seen him on TV for so long." I don't fucking know. I don't own him. So apparently, people are wondering where you are.
Yeah, I'm. So basically, I just didn't think it was worth being martyred to the cause of reality TV.
What now? You decide after years of fucking doing it. Now you decide.
No. I'm very happy to do it. It's just that when COVID's going nuts, it doesn't make sense to go into a large group of people and shoot a show.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm going to back off for a little bit. And, you know, to be honest, the channel and everybody was really kind. And they were like, yeah, totally. I mean,
they understand.
First, and that's got to be your priority. Yeah.
That's good, man. Because I've heard some nightmares about sort of various mutual friends of ours on film sets or TV show sets and how it's really difficult to maintain that whole, you know, protocols and shit. And some productions just don't give a shit. So it's kind of good that they do.
More than being difficult to maintain protocol, it's actually really easy to forget once you're a bunch of people and you're on set together and there's a certain sort of velocity to everything that's happening and a certain, you know, you feel, you know how it is. We're so used to being joyful and like, you know,
joyful, really? You're a miserable bastard.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not joyful.
When music's around, I'm the happiest.
Okay.
You know
yeah. Sure.
So then it's really easy to forget that, hey, I gotta have my mask on at all times. Sometimes you just want to hug somebody, you know, or sometimes you just want to like sing at somebody, and that's dangerous. Right
That's
now, having
true.
somebody sing at you is like, dude, back off. You know what I'm saying? So,
You got
yeah,
like
it's a
alcohol
weird time.
spray. I actually carry around alcohol spray, and I've just been so I no shit, right? I swear to God.
It's like a deterrent. It's like anti-shark whatever thing.
Yeah,
Just fucking spray the guy on the nose.
yeah, bat shark repellent. Yeah, totally. But it's
Yeah,
more
there
like,
we go. Yeah.
but I carry this spray because like, you know, bars are slowly opening up here, which is really nice, but I still feel a little bit fucking prang about going into a venue that's not fully aired and whatever, you know? So I just literally go in and spray fucking everything. And I was thinking about this for like, so there's gigs coming up slowly on the horizon.
When you say go in and spray everything, you are talking about sanitizer, yes?
Yes, and the toilet. I'm basically talking about sitting on a toilet and not getting COVID bottle.
Right.
Because you don't want COVID bottle.
Everything.
Yeah, exactly. Just spray it so it's like, you know, there you go. There you go. But what was I saying? I was getting to a point. Right. So that was the other thing, was like sharing mics. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're never going to share a mic again unless it's been sprayed.
Dude, you don't understand how often this has happened to me unconsciously on set. You just pick up the nearest mic and speak into it, and suddenly you're like, this shot of fear goes through your spine. And it's like it's a whole different world out there.
Yeah, man.
You can't do that anymore.
Totally. Yeah. Totally. I mean, that's the thing. So you've been offset, you've been out of Bombay, and you've been just fucking going for it online and like speaking your mind, which has been very interesting to see.
Yeah. I decided that in a world where the authorities don't care about how many people are dying, where they just lie about the shit, where they haven't done anything to prepare in terms of vaccines or medical, you know, supplies of infrastructure or any of it, I was just like, someone's got to say this shit is fucked up.
Yeah,
it is wrong, and they failed us. And I refuse to hide that shit anymore. I'm just like, fuck them, fuck these guys. They don't deserve any consideration. I don't even put G at the end of the fucker's name anymore. I have zero respect. The thousands of people have been well, it's probably actually hundreds of thousands of people have just been allowed to die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if the person involved is, if they're not going to respect our lives, fuck them. That's what I say.
100%. It's interesting. The first part of everything you're saying, I felt about the UK, except for the vaccine part, because obviously we've got our vaccination plan together. But I don't fucking credit the government for that here at all. I credit various institutions like the NHS and the fucking army stepping in where the government failed, essentially. So I fully, you know, and the fuck up is that in the last election, it's almost like people have really short-term memories about just how much corruption's taken place in the UK, and they voted for the fucker again. You know what I mean? So I just have zero. I think that boils back down to this: is that I don't think there's going to be any political change whatsoever because people have really short memories.
Well, the thing is, I wish I could disagree, man. I wish I could.
Come on, bastard, argue with me. Say that I'm wrong. Be positive. What the fuck? We can't just be two morose motherfuckers on this. You know what I mean?
No, you know what the problem is? The problem is I've seen it happen before. 2016, we had demonetization. Demonetization kicked the shit out of the Indian economy. It just kicked the shit out of the Indian economy. I remember meeting a cabbie while I was driving. I was being driven from from Lucknow to Kanpur. Okay. Kanpur has a very small airport and there's not many flights that go there. So I landed in Lucknow. I was being driven to Kanpur through a place called Unnao. Now, this is where all these bodies are being buried alongside the Ganga.
That's fucking dark.
Right? Yeah. So I was being driven through this area and demonetization had kicked the shit out of the economy there. So I was talking to the driver and I just said, how has it affected you? And for the entire hour and a half between Unnao and Kanpur, he just lambasted the fucking government. He was just like, screw these guys have done this, they've done that, I'm never going to back them again, this and that. And then 2019 came around, motherfucker won again. You know,
it's unbelievable, man.
It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. I mean, so if people are fucking masochists, I don't know what we're going to do about that, frankly.
I think there's this whole thing about, like, once it's just so fucking ingrained, there's very little you can do. Like, and also, I think that there's a whole idea of the opposition getting their shit together, particularly in England. It's
for sure.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Just get your shit together, because there's a need and a desire to get rid of these bastards. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. And in England, I'm not sure whether you're following, but Dominic Cummings, who's the guy that got Boris elected.
I saw that.
And he made Brexit happen, basically, using all of that shit. It's just like, it takes...
I mean, Dominic Cummings is the snake that went for a drive, yes?
Yes. Yes. And I was going to say, it's a viper pit. That's the thing, the viper pit. When they turn on each other, you kind of hope that they will just consume each other. And, you know, I'm waiting for that to see if that happens in India.
I love that they asked him, is Boris fit to be prime minister? And he said no. Just like no, one word, succinct.
I mean, you know, there you go. I'm not sure how much fucking impact that will make, because I think the guy's made of fucking Teflon. You know what I mean? Like, nothing sticks to him. It's a bit like me and Kana, right? It's like throwing shit against the wall, nothing sticks. I eat like a horse, but nothing sticks. It's the same as Boris and Scandal. Motherfucker, just no scandal can stick to him. It's shocking.
It's incredible. It's incredible with all the illegitimate children and the shit with the fucking what's this stuff about the
decorations and shit.
And yeah, all that.
But that's the thing, right? Our prime minister got into the news because of decorating number 11. The prime minister of India is getting shit for building a fucking palace.
While people are dying.
Yeah.
With the taxes that those people paid. That's the amazing. For me, that's the heartlessness of it is fucking magical. It's just and the fact that right now the newspapers are talking about Twitter rather than the Central Vista. Mm-hmm. They're talking about everything other than the number of bodies that are turning up daily. Mm-hmm. They're talking about nobody's talking about the fact that day before yesterday there was a video doing the rounds of people taking the sheets off the corpses that were buried, you know. So that no one could tell that, because they were all saffron sheets, or many of them were saffron sheets, so that they were taking the sheets off so that no one could tell that these are Hindu corpses. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
that's really fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked, man.
Wow.
It is a whole world of fucked out there. It really is.
So do you think there's some positivity in people like, and I've noticed this, is that, you know, here's the thing. So I have, you know, friends of mine that are Tory supporters or whatever would say to me, like, you know, give reasons for certain, like the Home Office's actions or Priti Patel's actions, or a certain amount of brown pride in having brown people high up in our system that happen to be fucking Nazis, essentially. And I said that correctly. I don't mind saying it. And the fascinating thing is that I believe that because politicians are paid by us, they're our servants. You should fucking question them constantly, especially
all
your
day
own
long.
party.
Exactly.
Especially your own party. Your own party.
I spent from 2008 to 2013 questioning the Congress, right? Because they were in power. I used to beat up on them every single day. And then since 2014, it's become something terrible. If you question your government, or if you say that they're doing something wrong, it's seen to be wrong. I mean, we've just turned into, okay, so for me, you know what my problem is, man. It's the same with all musicians, all rock and rollers everywhere. We don't like being servile, right? We don't like being, it's not how we're built. It's just simply not how I don't care whether I'm allowed to ask a question or not. I'm going to
You're going to ask it anyway,
Yeah. So fuck them, man.
Yeah. But that's the thing. I think that even with friends of mine that support the parties in power, I believe it's their job to question the people in power all the fucking time, even regardless of what, you know, whether you're signed to that party or otherwise. But then I realized that during this situation, and I was talking to another friend of mine in India who I do a lot of work with, he had the mind that he was hopeful because other people are speaking out. People that are actually being affected by this are speaking out to a degree they never would have dreamt of a year ago, even through demonetization. Have been so negatively affected by this action that he has hope.
Man, one lives in hope. One lives in hope. One lives in the fact. Okay, so there's the UP election next year.
Right.
That'll show us how this goes, I guess.
But you know, who is that dude? Who was Modi's Cummings? There's that guy who's transitioned out of his team and then stood or helped the opposition in West Bengal recently.
Oh, Prashant Kishore.
Is that his name?
Prashant Kishore. Yeah, I don't think he's the. Okay, so Prashant Kishore is a pointer. From what I know of,
Mm-hmm.
he is the I don't have substantiation on this, so we're going to have this conversation privately.
Offline. We'll have it
but for
offline.
whatever's
Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, it was just interesting to me that
Wait,
basically,
we've got some people on your page giving us galis, yo.
what does that
Speak
mean?
in Hindi, unbucked
Oh, right.
bhosdi Okay, so Vishal Dadlani with Brahmin boy says, speak in Hindi, unbucked bhosdi walo ko samajh nahi aayega. Means what, you know what it means.
I know what it means, but at the end of the day, I'm in fucking London, innit? What am I going to say?
Yeah, but also if I speak in Hindi, to bhosdi wale Nerm ko samajh nahi aayega. So, you know.
I can understand fuckface. I just can't speak it very well.
Say bhosdi wale.
Bhosrida. And my Gujarati is just this shit. Bhosrida. No, you know what? I know exactly. I was thinking, one of the things I wanted, now you've mentioned that, because I was thinking about, like, one of the, actually, no, we've gotten lighter, so let's stay lighter. There's a guy, right, called Pentap Guy, right, in the comments. And the reason why I like it, because it's like Penta, P guy, right? Because pentagram, P guy, right? Mm-hmm. So it's pentagrams, you're in friend. No, I'm joking. But no, seriously, the guy's super fucking talented. And he taps using pens and shit. He's an amazing percussionist. I'm going to hook you guys up.
Oh, pen tap guy.
Pen tap. He's fucking awesome.
Bring him into the chat. Let's see.
Shall I bring him in? All right, then hang on a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Pen tap guy, get your pens out, man. Not well, you know, in a family sense.
Get your pens out. Whoa. You sound like a perverted uncle. Get your pens out, fucker. Right, let me add him. There we go. Added. Is it adding? Pen tap gram. What the fuck? Hang on.
There he is.
Is he adding? Hey.
Hey, yo, pen tap guy.
God.
Pen tap guy.
Hi.
Pen tap.
How are you, man?
I'm damn good, Vishal sir, and Nerm. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Just Vishal is good, man. Just Vishal is good.
Yeah, don't call him fucking sir. He doesn't deserve the sir, bastard. But what's your real name, bruv? What's your name again?
I'm Sriram.
Sriram, hey, man. Sriram. So what is this pen tap thing you do, bro?
Pen tap thing I do. I don't know if you remember, but I think Vishal, you had seen me on Lisa Michelle's live.
Oh shit! Yeah.
There was one comment by you. Yeah.
Yeah, nice one, man. Bust it out, dude. Show me what you got. We got to see this again.
Says the perverted uncle. Bust it out. Show me what you got, pervert.
It is what it is, man. No shame in it. Ain't no shame in it.
Fair.
All right.
I'll just put this on.
Is this audible?
Yeah.
All right. So I just play like different hip hop grooves, mainly 4/4. So I'll just play a solo.
Damn, bro. Yeah, baby.
Sick.
Nice one.
Way.
Nice one. Yeah. So was all that there was a whole D&B sounding section in between. Was that for Nerm? Was that for his?
It's for my. It ticks
that
my
for his-
genre box. Yeah.
Yeah, for your old school D&B loyalist situation.
Fuck you, man. That's new school, old school. My chitter. This guy's as new school as you can get, you Buddha fuck. This guy's the
Yes,
future.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? What are you
He
talking
is.
about?
He is. You're not, motherfucker. Nerm. Sorry, I'm pointing at Nerm right now.
Yeah, I get it. Man, when I was playing on Monica's live also, like Nerm just hopped in and like he just gave me a mad motivation out of the blue. He's just there.
Yeah, but you're
Like,
brilliant,
thank you
man.
so much.
Yeah, man.
Brilliant. Stick with
Thank
it.
you.
Do
Thank
what you
so
do.
much. Means a lot.
It'd be fun to hear you in a song context. I would love to hear what you do with the song. You should, there's this whole remix shit that's going on right now on this. What you should do is grab a song that you find interesting, right? And just bust out those chops all over it, man. It'd be fun. But also, do me a favor and just don't start it with this, okay? This is something, Nerm, I think you and I need to address.
Mm-hmm.
You know how everybody on Instagram seems to be doing this right now? I don't believe in soulmates, but...
Oh.
And then they sing a song.
I'm not gonna.
Like, fuck,
What?
I want to punch someone in the face.
I don't even
man.
know what you're talking about. I'm
Yeah, good
my
for
head's
you,
so
dude.
far up my own chitta, I have no idea.
No, that's a beautiful thing. You've got the better view, trust me.
Nice.
You've got the better view up there. Yeah.
My inside of my bottom, excellent.
It's all around like the India. It's all around India at the moment.
Who started? I want to know who
that's like
started
the
this.
content that's getting viral.
I want to know who started this, and I want to know why it happened.
I think there's, if I'm not wrong, I'm not sure, but there's this girl named Janani Sings on Instagram. She goes by the handle Janani Sings, and she started this one line where it went like, I don't believe in soulmates, and then she starts the song Teri Nazaron Ke Time,
Which is my song, which makes it works even more. And I'm just like, what? Why?
You fucking deserve it, you bastard. You deserve it for writing all these earworm bastard songs. You go to any fucking Desi wedding and it's all of your shit, wall to wall Vishal Tatti that I have to listen to fucking every wedding I go to. You deserve it, you bastard. Excellent.
Oh, I do.
But
I
man,
do deserve it. I earned that shit, yo.
Yeah, fair.
I earned that shit. Mm-hmm.
Vishal, you make me drunk at weddings. I have to drink to forget your fucking tunes. Yeah.
What a guy.
Oh, that's why you drink, is it? No. Sorry, Pentap guy. I'm sorry, but this is bullshit. No, please note, none of my songs are playing. You have a fucking drink right there. You're drinking right now in your home.
That's true. That is true. Because I'm talking to you, darling. That's why. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the other one is Pentap guy. You know this one. Okay, this is what they do. Remember when Shilpa Rao went and then they sing her song, or remember when Arijit went and they go, and I'm just like, why you just fucking sing the song? Why you doing that?
But I think it's it's a bit like it's a bit of a radio intro. Do you know what I mean? Like, and for my next track, I will do this kind of a thing. I can see the merit in that.
I don't know.
Just because you have an encyclopedic musical knowledge, not everyone has that, bro.
Okay, I'll take it. Fine. All right, fine. Whatever.
That's damn true. But then, like, I mean, if it's like nowadays, people are like, if they see something blow up on Instagram and on Reels, they go like, okay, if this guy is able to do this, let's also give it a shot and see. And it works to them also. So that's how the chain's been going.
So, Pentap guy, if you were to cover one song, right, in your style, what would it be? Like, you had one song to cover that you could blow up. What would it be?
One song that I would blow up. It would be something of something that goes with, like, I don't know specifically like how to say that, but then I jam pretty much to whatever genre comes by. Like, I feel like
can I make a suggestion? I think you should do so. Vishal and Shekhar did a song called Piya Tu Kahe Rootha Re, right, in a film called Kahani.
Okay, yes.
Right, and the vocalist on that is a guy called Javed Bashir, and he's mental.
Right.
Absolutely mental. And I just think you'd be able to, so if you do like just listen to it and give it a go. It's like, it's a rocked out song, right, but very Indian classical, the vocals, and I think you'd have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, I'll definitely like check on that and try it out. And I was like planning to post for like the new song that you had released. What is the name? Kareeb? No, I mean.
Yeah, Kareeb just came out a couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
What, you did a song called
Yeah,
Curry?
I was jamming along to that.
I did a song called Curry. Yes, of course.
Curry,
I'm going to do
okay.
one called Balti.
Okay, nice.
Balti next.
Balti. You know, in England, right?
Yeah.
That's what like curry houses used to be called in England. Balti restaurant. It's like, what? You go for a fucking bucket? Really weird. Really, really fucking weird. You could actually have.
Oh, and no.
Go on.
PAV4N. I mean, the guy you sent me his profile, right?
PAV4N. Yeah.
He's out
PAV4N.
here.
He's here. Oh, you should do something with Pav, dude. He's incredible.
Oh, is he on the chat? Has Pav joined?
He's apparently Pav's here.
Big. Hey, Durga, how are you? Lovely to see you, Durga. Durga's a gangster. Yes. I can't see Pav anywhere. Oh well. Sindhi bhai.
See if he's around. Bring him on, dude.
Yeah, man.
Sindhi
but he's not blue. That'd be quite fun though. But cool, nice one, bro. So Pentap guy, I'm gonna send your like hookups and shit around. And do that cover that Vishal said.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Yes, definitely. I'll check on that. Dude, do you have like 1 more minute? Can I play like a Cajon solo and show you?
Yeah, man. No Cajon. No Cajon. No Cajon. No Cajon. I'll tell you why. So the Cajon has become the instrument for Instagram Reels. You know what I'm saying? It's the Cajon is the percussion equivalent of. Remember when Arijit went?
Oh fuck. Okay. Right. Fair play. Actually, let me just add Pav if I can. Hang on a second. Pav, whether you're blue or not, bro, let's just fucking.
Oh, he's here. I see him.
Yeah, Pavad. There we go. Adage. There you go. Yeah, man. Someone's
like
saying.
Cajon has had one primary instrument for me, which I would say like I'm pretty good at because I haven't learned percussions as such, and this is something I'm able to like work on. So like Cajon has had one thing that's been there, but I don't know how that's equivalent to.
I'm just, dude. I love Cajons. It's just that every house party you go to, a Cajon is there.
Yeah.
And then you have to leave. You know what I'm saying? It's like that.
Is that like the electric? Is that like sort of the sort of acoustic guitar around the campfire bullshit that I have to put up with?
So yeah, same exactly. See, it's the percussion instrument. It's the percussion instrument of the acoustic guitar at the after party. It's when you know everything is ending.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I want to get the fuck out of this party now. The guy's got the guitar out, even if they're really fucking good. Even if it's like you and Randolph or whatever, I'm like, I'm leaving. I don't want to fucking hear no acoustic guitar shit right now. Fuck that. No.
Yeah. No, I leave as well.
You're not extreme, motherfucker. If it was extreme, pulling out a guitar, right, singing more than words,
well, no.
I'd be like, I'm fucking staying, rude boy.
To be fair, I mean, there have been times when Warren's just pulled out a guitar and gone for it, and it's been fucking epic, like for an hour and a half. But after an hour and a half, I left. Okay. It's like an hour and a half.
It gets too wanky for even you to take, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
And you can handle wanky.
I can create wanky like a motherfucker.
I mean, no shit. All of us can, dickhead. Let's not get into masturbatory talk. This is a family-friendly channel.
Is it?
Yeah, is it? Fuck. But listen, Pentap guy, I'm going to let you go.
Yeah.
And Vishal,
yeah, sure.
Thanks for joining us, bro. How do I kick you out?
Man. Thank you so much.
How do I?
No,
you have to hang up. All right, cool.
Yes.
Big up, man.
Thank you so much, Vishal.
How do I eject?
It's good to meet you, Sriram. Have a good one.
Big love, bro.
Yes, man.
Nice one.
Bye, brother.
Do you know Durga, Vishal?
Durga who?
Durga Gaude. I'll link you guys up offline. They are amazing. Very good artist.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Very, very, very good.
What kind? Where? What? Who?
Creative. India's first drag king.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Proper good.
Where?
Hey, Pavan's there. Then let me in. Hang on a second. Pavan, send request.
Pavan's like, let me in.
Let me in, bastard. Yeah, man. Is this going to work? He's that bastard!
Oh, look at that!
You're popping.
Yo!
Family.
Easy, bro.
What's up, my brother?
What's happening? How you
nice.
You're good, yeah?
That is wicked, sir. Bro. That is a sick balaclava, man.
How's life?
Nasty. I love it. It's just made everybody wake right up. It's just like, what the fuck just happened? Beautiful. Oh, and he is blue, kind of.
It's just the lighting, man. I think it's just got blue light reflecting off the screen. This is perfect.
It's perfect.
Amazing. Perfect. So, Sindhi brothers, say hello.
What's poppin', man? How are you,
Hey,
bro?
I can't
Let's see,
complain,
man. It's
man. I
been
can't
too
complain.
long.
It has been too long. It has been too long. How are you? Are you? So when I shared the clip that you posted a couple of
Yeah.
days ago, I was really worried for you, right? Because I have people on my pages that are they work for the evil empire, right? So I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really I had this chat with Nerm. I'm like, dude, I hope I don't get him into trouble, because you know how it is.
Yeah, yeah. I appreciate you sharing it, man. We're gonna get the news out somehow, do you know what I mean? I think
Yes, sir.
that's our job as
Yes,
artists, man.
sir.
We're gonna tell the truth as we see it, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
Yeah.
That one
Words like
cut with that line moving like furies, that one cut is
Let's
just
move
like,
on. Let's move on. Let's
it's
move on.
amazing.
Let's move
Amazing.
on.
yeah.
Let's move on.
Move on from your
Things
amazing
get
artwork. I
crazy.
don't think so, bruv. I don't think so, bruv. It's too fucking. You can't just put something like that out and say, let's move on quickly. What the fuck? No,
Bro,
man.
Although we could.
Got the 3D evil eye here with me, bro. I'm good. Bro, I got the 360 Nuzzer covered, bro. Come on.
Hey, but I gotta ask though. Listen, those records, man. The LPs you're making.
Yeah.
Those are fucking epic. Those are like proper epic, beautiful works of art. Even before you listen to them, just to look at them, dude.
Thank you, man.
Oof. Oh my God, look
But
at that.
you can't see this, right? But it's marbled. I don't think you can get the light on it, but it's actually fully marbled.
Dude, it looks edible. It looks,
I appreciate it.
yeah, literally fucking
Dude,
edible.
you could get like some
Yeah.
sort of kinky schoolgirl thing with like a lollipop and that.
No kinky schoolgirls,
fine,
bruv.
fine.
We're too old, bruv. Don't
True.
do that, man.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
To me, rubbish.
At some point, Nerm, you're gonna have to come to terms, bro. At
Yeah,
some point,
fair.
you're gonna have to come
I'm
to terms.
holding on to these hairs with dear life, I swear to God. Like there's little strands folded over to make sure I don't look like a bald bastard like you do.
Dude, you look like you're in the fucking space station and the hair's trying to escape your face. It's like, get me out of here.
It's true. This ugly bastard, the hair's like scared and running off my fucking head. It's ludicrous. It's proper ludicrous. Listen, I'm gonna go toilet and let you guys talk for a second. I need to go susu.
Again?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You know, man, Pav, what you been up to, man? Where are you? Are you in Dubai or London
Bro,
or where?
I'm sitting in. I'm in Dubai at the moment. Yeah, just in Dubai.
What's that like?
Just yeah,
Has it cleaned up there?
it's kind of cleaned
Like
up,
the-
but yeah, it's still things are still there. I've fortunately got the vaccination because I think
Right.
Dubai was really organized in the way that they put everything together. I think
Of course.
I mean at this point, the fact that I could be at home with my family and I've got my studio, I can't complain. Do you know what I mean? Like there's shit's
Exactly.
popping off everywhere, so I'm just grateful
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
here. You know.
If everybody's safe and if everybody's if that's the best we can hope for, man. That'll
Yeah,
do,
man.
I guess.
Definitely. So just basically being at home, this is the longest time since I was a child that I woke up in the same bed, bro. Like just living like out of a suitcase on the road, you know what I mean? So just by doing that means I've been able to start a new record label and just keep life moving, you know, prepare for round 2 as it were, you know?
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
man. For sure. And after, I mean, for whatever it's worth, last year was rough, dude.
Bro.
Last year was a rough one.
Mad.
I mean, it's just, listen, everybody on this chat, I don't know if all of you have heard Foreign Beggars, but you really need to like right now. Because it's just, I mean, it's just, and the thing is that shit is, you know, when you guys broke up, I was cut up. And then when he was gone, it was just a whole other, like, that's just,
So mad how all of those things converge at the same time, like moving countries,
yeah.
band breaking up, then my brother passing away, like it was all mad. But
Yeah.
you know, I think like these are the trials and tribulations of life, do you know what I'm saying? And it's like for me,
Yeah, man.
I don't know, man, like I've finally worked myself into a position where all I want to do is music and live this life, and I've got myself to the point where I don't really want to do anything else. I want to keep doing it. So, you know, you have to keep pushing on. Do you know what I'm saying? No matter what the situation.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's
For sure,
always
man.
a million excuses to quit or like. I'm not trying to quit, bruv. Like, listen, the amount of shit that I've gone through in my life to do music with my passport and touring and being not allowed in countries and rare tear and you know what I mean? Like, bro, this is the job, bro. Like, and for me, like, I love this shit, bro. Come on, we come from rock and roll, bro. Do you know what I
And
mean?
I just want to clarify, in my studio, I've got Pavan's
sir.
police certificate on my wall. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Bro.
like, the maddest thing is like, for me, like, doing shows is such a big part of my life, and actually doing a concert is like, that's like the final validation of my existence, because I love it so much. So even if it means I'm gonna wait another year before I get to that first show, do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I will do it. I'll just keep doing what I have to do to get there, you know?
No, I know what you mean, man.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. So I put up a picture of Pentagram from 1998 today, and all day long I've been getting people just texting me, just friends saying, "Yo, I need to be at the next show. I need to be at the next show." And I'm just like, the thing is, even if it's just 20 people listening, even if it's just 200 people listening, or whatever, it's just that feeling, that real fucking feeling where you're connected is.
Yeah, man.
I need that, man. I need that. I know
100%,
exactly
bro,
what
like,
you mean.
Dude, I'm going to my first gig in over a year on Sunday.
My God.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Royal Festival Hall. So it's Anushka Shankar playing her show in Royal Festival
nice.
Hall. But it's 3,000 capacity, reduced to 700. And I haven't heard amplified live music since fucking March 2020. I'm just like, I think I'm going to just sort of just end up crying when I feel something hit. You know what I mean? Like some sub-frequency is going to hit and I'm just going to bawl. I'm going to fuck and shit myself at the same time.
Yeah, I can feel that. I haven't watched the show in a long ass time.
Yeah, man.
I see visuals from around the world of people being at concerts and festivals and just like raves and things, because everything's kind of opening up now. And you realize how far away we are from that in India right now. We are dealing with less than, I think it's 3.6% of the population's been vaccinated as of now.
Wow.
Tragic.
We are well fucked. I mean, you're talking about if you kind of it's 4 years, man.
Yeah, till herd immunity received through vaccination. Yeah.
So hey, somebody said we need Mon here. You should call Mon, get her on the chat.
Let me put her on the WhatsApp.
4 years, man.
Yeah, 4 years till
fucking years, dude.
Only if the vaccination rates are maintained.
They will have to speed it up, man. They will have to speed
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't understand. We have the government's busy. They're building a palace.
Yeah, no, I fucking saw that. But you know what? But at the same time, like, if we look at it like this, as the rest of the world gets their shit fixed, then there can be a focus on the places that need the help, and the rest of the world can kick in. And maybe I'm just naive for assuming that the rest of the world will give a fuck. Like, I don't know.
Do you know, Pav, you raised a good point, right? Because like, there's a lot of fundraising activity going to India, but is the funding getting through? Do you know what I mean? So, for example, my favorite charity is Khalsa Aid, right? Because in any emergency, the Sikhs are fucking there helping out. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
So, like, fair play, right? And I've seen Vishal talk about that too. So Khalsa Aid's my preferred way of like, right, these motherfuckers are going there and putting shit on the ground. They've got their own pilots flying like Virgin flights to India and things. You know what I mean? But then you hear about donations.
Legends.
Yeah, and then you hear about donations
legends,
that just come to India and then stop. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's going to go through that whole fucking filtration process.
You want to hear something spectacular? You want to hear something truly fucking spectacular that I don't think people are really aware of?
Yeah.
The truth of the matter is, when people were dying of lack of oxygen, the government was charging a GST, that's a tax on every oxygen cylinder that was being sold.
So that's like VAT over here, basically, right? So GSTs are sort of tax like VAT over here. So when you buy a good, it's got VAT built into it, or sales tax in America.
And so basically there's GST on oxygen as well. So if you have it refilled, you need to pay for that, and you pay GST on that as well. And this makes people are fucking dying. And in this, like, the least they could have done was just suspended that, right? The very least they could have done, but no, they just made money on that.
Dark.
It's insane.
What do you do? Yeah.
Totally dark. But yeah, man, I think you're right though, Pav. I think once like, because the UK is suddenly opening up because of the vaccination program, but there's no fucking real track and trace, or, no one's talking about all the billions that was spent on bullshit. You know what I mean? For their mates and whatever.
Or those vanishing tests, dude, that everybody got sent.
The
and then
PPE, the
results just
fucking
vanished.
everything. It's just a shit show. Complete
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
corruption. But
I don't understand how the world has managed to pick a fucking, like a very specific subset of morons to just run
to
on.
rule everything.
How have they fucking done that? Like, how have you picked the dumbest of the dumb everywhere, man?
Man, I don't. But you know what? It sounds like the people who are in charge of picking these dumb fucks are happy with them making these mistakes, or they make these mistakes on purpose because they can still capitalize off these mistakes more than the problem getting sorted out. And I feel
Yeah, I guess
to say that shit is fucked up, and it sounds all conspiracy. But at the end of the day, like, we've come a long way as a fucking human race. Do you know what I'm saying? And especially in terms of like potential, like, we're flying to the fucking moon. Do you know what I mean? Like, why can't we fucking make an Excel spreadsheet?
Yeah, but it's, the problem is, Pav, it's going to come to a point where we're going to need to fly to the fucking moon because we've fucked everything up over here so bad that we just need to go. It's like Nerm's hair. It's like fucking escape now.
You can't. But you know what? I'm quite shocked, right, that Pav's bringing the positive on this. I was just like, shit, damn. Pav's coming with the positive energy, man. Strength in numbers.
The thing is, over the last week, and the thing is, I know everybody means well in terms of the people, like, so, there's that whole online debate going on in India, right? Where WhatsApp is actually suing the Indian government, right, to protect privacy. Can you fucking believe this? Like, WhatsApp, owned by Facebook, the biggest hawker of data, basically, personal data, is suing the Indian government to protect people. I mean, what level of surreal fucking...
I just want to clarify one thing, though. Do you remember Facebook's free basics, their attempt to give India free internet to a limited amount of their partners, right? And their whole fucking campaign, they spent fucking millions on hoardings and press campaigns to convince people to pressurize their politicians to let Facebook in and capture their fucking data. Sure. So why the hell wouldn't they sue the government?
Well, no, they're suing the government to protect the data now, because the government insists now that they are liable for everything. So, for example, if I'm on Facebook, so the intermediary policy is that Facebook's not liable for what I write on my page, right? Okay. But India wants to make it so that Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, everybody's liable for whatever you or I write on that platform, whatever
but you have sedition laws and you have actual laws against certain things that are being enacted for individuals on those platforms, like tweets, for example, or you have an infrastructure in place to tackle that kind of shit.
Yeah, but you see, the thing with sedition is it's an individual thing, and the platform itself is in no way liable, right?
Yeah.
Because the individual who wrote whatever it is, and I've been persecuted like that myself, right, is liable for whatever he said or she said, right? But now what they're trying to make happen is that the platform is liable. So the moment the government calls Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or even WhatsApp and says you need to get rid of this shit, they need to get rid of it. Or if they call them and say we need this data, we need to know exactly what was said by whom, when. That's it. They have to provide it. So that's what it's
I mean, that's the thing, is that it's murky as fuck. But I think also there's like a load of anti-terrorism laws that are kicked in all over the world that actually, that come into place. There's already these, on one hand, like security, the other hand, erosion of civil liberties. That perennial fucking battle, right? And that excuse.
Yeah.
So I think that the interesting thing about this particular one is that there is no terrorist threat that needs to be monitored. It's don't speak bad about our government, which is kind of fucked.
It's people who write.
Don't tell the truth. Don't tell the truth about what's going on.
Yeah. And you know what else fucks me off, right? Is that it actually benefits the people in power for other people to become, say, anti-vax or anti-mask and follow a whole other conspiracy theory when the real conspiracy theory is right there. It's like a distraction. It's like, look at this, and we'll fuck your civil liberties.
So what they're doing right now is they're setting little fires in every corner of your fucking house, so you don't notice the whole house burning down. Basically, that's literally what it is. So they've got.
I disagree. It's little fires there, so they can take a big dump in the middle of it.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. And the amazing thing is we should be talking about the Central Vista, right? We should be talking about the fact that there's thousands of people who've been namelessly buried along the Ganga or just floated off, sometimes even without the knowledge of their families and shit like that, right? We should be talking about that right now. We should be talking about the fact that India gave away vaccines when we don't have enough for our own people. We should be
to us in the UK.
Yeah. And to countries like Japan and Brazil, who then deemed those vaccines unusable and wasted them. You know what I'm saying? But what we're talking about is some Babaji who said some shit, and what we're talking about is the Twitter ban thing, and we're talking about 800 million other things. Rather, you know what I'm saying? It's literally so. You can see what they're doing, but how do you not address the internet privacy issue? You have to, right?
Yeah.
But the real game is elsewhere.
It's a bit like, go on, Pav.
Classic politics, man. Just pull out whatever decoy you can at the time that you've got saved in the bag.
There's an amazing poet, Toni Morrison, right? And she wrote this beautiful. I'm going to pull it up so I quote it correctly. On racism, and obviously that's a bigger deal in England than it is in India, right? Obviously, because we live through that shit.
Is it?
Well,
okay, fair. Well, I meant two brown people because India's full of brown people. You know what I'm saying? Whereas over here, it's a whole other thing. But
it's shades of brown, and there's different names that we give to bunches of brown people. So
yeah. But the quote is, the very serious function of racism is distraction. It keeps you from doing your work. It keeps you explaining over and over again your reason for being, right? And that's exactly the same with this. It's a distraction from the real fucking questions.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, man. But I'm glad that you're talking out. Have you noticed any other fucking like big Bollywood motherfuckers like yourself speaking out? There's people actually come to the fore and spoken up as well now.
Well, look, the people who always speak are the ones who are speaking. Whether it's the Swara Bhaskars of the world or the Varun Grovers or the people like that. It's good people, intelligent people who are saying the right thing. And of course, all we do is spend our time getting trolled for that shit. And I mean, look, the thing is, the internet is what's the word I'm looking for? It's been severely compromised. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In the same way that, for example, Preeti Patel is a fucking plant. You know what I'm saying? It's literally that. There's a billion of those on the internet here. So yeah.
I think she's not so much a plant as brazenly self-hating.
She's like a cactus with the spikes going inwards.
Like that mask if you wore it.
Do you know what? That does sound like a dominatrix thing that I'm kind of into, to be fair. I'm just like, yo, that sounds like fun, man. like a proper...
Okay, you know what? I know you're a weird motherfucker, Nerm, but I never expected this in the context of Preeti Patel. This is some stomach-churning shit, dude.
Have you not seen the new series of Spitting Image where she's literally a dominatrix? She's a fucking... I'm going to pull this shit up, right, and show you, right? She's a dominatrix and a vampire in this new... It's brilliant. And one of the lines is like, Michael Gove is there, right? And she's just like, Pretty's just like, you love it because I'm brown and a woman and I can say things that you can only think about, don't you?
No. Can you, when you say her name, say Preeti.
Preeti.
Make sure you say that so that if she ever hears it, she hears that. So
what?
it's not
she likes
so it's not Pretty Patel.
No, Pretty Patel, yeah.
It's Preeti. That's how you say the name.
Preeti Patel.
She might forget it, but let's not let her forget it. You know
True say, man. True say. Have you seen all the whole memes that went around? Is that Preeti Patel eats the whole memes that went around? Is that Preeti Patel would deport herself if she could?
Anyway. Did she really fucking spend £70,000 on her fucking eyebrows?
Yes.
Is that a real thing?
What it is, right? The expenses went through, and it turns out to be a beautician, but it wasn't just that. It was over a course of hair and makeup, is what they're describing it as. Which does make sense for a politician. You would have hair and makeup and whatever. So there is some things that you can spin to take the piss out of her.
Sure. But how long? £70,000 over how much time?
Bruv.
Because I get hair and makeup, and the hair doesn't cost that much. I know.
No shit. And the makeup is just basically a fucking like a tank that just squirts shit at your face to make it look better. It's like one of those dirty trucks, just like pa da da da. You know what I mean? Yeah. In reverse.
Dirty trucks.
Dirty trucks.
That's about right.
That's just like my mouth. That's basically just me talking shit constantly. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, have you seen a TV? There's a new TV show on Channel 4 over here called We Are Lady Parts, and it's about a Muslim female punk band. It's fucking wicked.
We Are Lady Parts.
We
I
Are
fucking
Lady
love
Parts.
that.
It's amazing. And the opening track for the song, and spoilers here, it's fucking amazing. It's just like, I want to kill my sister. Yeah? She stole my eyeliner. And it's just this ridiculous thing. And then the chorus is, it's an honor killing. It's an honor killing. It's just fucking
Ow. That's brutal, dude.
It's fucking amazing.
Brutal.
It's amazing. It's called We Are Lady Parts. I'm going to stick it in the hashtag.
What's it on? What's it on? Is it on the
Channel
BBC?
4 in the UK? We Are Lady Parts. It's fucking amazing. There you go. Yeah, you've got to check that shit out. It's amazing. And yeah, a friend of mine's in the lead role, and she's this little girl who was born little girl. She's a tiny brown girl who's born in India, lived in Singapore. In fact, I chatted to her a couple of weeks ago, and I walked into this basement gig, right? And she was just there with a guitar, and she opened her mouth, and it was like I was fucking transported to Nashville, like pure country and western. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? Completely mind blown.
What's her name?
Hey, Anjana Vasan. You know Anjana Vasan.
Yeah.
Hey, Anita's here. Should we drag her in as well? I'm going to pour Anita
Were you
in.
managing her at some point?
I was.
Were you
Yes,
managing
I was.
Anjana?
Yeah, I was.
There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah.
I remember hearing her. She's fucking brilliant.
She is. Oh, I'm going to pull in Anita. Let's see if the Rani joins us. Yeah. Do you know Anita Rani, Vishal?
Well, I know her through you
She
by
declined.
extension. I don't think we've ever met.
Boo.
What, Anita? Don't do that.
Boo.
Just get a mask. Like
Yeah,
that.
just wear. Actually, that's a good fucking point. Do you reckon, right? So the whole rise of hip hop in India, right? Now we've got PAV4N, right? And his whole labels, like, you know, supporting new artists and stuff. Have you found gully rap integrated more and more in sort of more commercial shit in India, or not at all?
I just heard. I just heard Divines put out a new track today with Sidhu Moosewala. Sidhu Moosewala is Punjabi.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not really straight up mainstream commercial, but it is commercial, right? So Divines
like,
definitely
like
making those moves.
It's a drill beat with like a bumper.
Yeah. It's a drill beat. Yeah, exactly that.
Like they're using hip hop in all sorts of stuff, man. I've seen it on telephone adverts. I've seen it on all the sports brands are using it. You know what I mean? Like it's starting to happen, man. It's a bit.
I mean, I can see that, but like on Indian Idol and shit. I mean, like in that reality sort of stuff.
Not yet. Indian Idol specifically this season has been very, very retro focused. The songs from the
Is that to
50s,
appeal to your
60s,
old
70s.
man uncle vibes, or?
It's for that exact reason. You realize. No, I'm not even kidding. It's young people don't watch television anymore. They just simply don't.
That's
they
true.
consume it off their phone. So the television demographic is 40 and up. So yeah, you know, so songs from way back when have been really the large part of the focus, or of course classics. So they'll do if they do a Vishal and Shekhar special, or they'll do a Rahman special or Preetham special. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that.
One of those things.
Yeah, but that's pretty much it. So there's no really, but it's so there've been shows, and one on MTV a couple years ago did really well. It was called MTV Hustle. I don't know, Pav, did you ever catch that?
Massive. That was the one with Udyan and Raja Kumari and Raftar.
Yeah.
Right?
So Nuclear was on it. Raftar was on it. Who were the others?
Raja Kumari was on there. I swear,
Raja Kumari was on it.
Monica on there as well. Or am I tripping? That was your one.
Who's that?
Man.
Monica was on The Voice with you. Or the
No,
other one.
Monica was on the stage. Yeah.
The stage.
That one died
yeah.
because no sponsors. And Hustle, coronavirus kicked its ass, I think, for now.
Right.
It was big, bro. And you know what? The levels were really high. The performance,
Really
the way that they presented everything, I thought this is world class, man. It was
for sure.
really fucking good, man. I think they were really, you know, it's so beautiful seeing the shift. Like I think once the door was broken down and they understood the power of the people with it, they the whole industry just shifted. They were like, okay, cool, it's here. You know what I mean? And I think it's beautiful.
It just needs to. it just needs to recurringly get the numbers, and it'll just all of it will move. It's happening anyway. I mean, it's already
But you see,
happening.
the artists are getting so much better. Their product is getting better.
Oh, for sure.
Like everything is like it's starting to be like a fucking problem, you know. And like now, this new generation of kids has a generation like this generation of artists. You know what I mean? They were like they're like the antithesis to the Honey Singh generation. You know what I mean? So now there's a new generation of artists who are coming up with these like kids who are growing up listening to See Them Up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's mad.
It's only going to be a problem from now, basically, man. You know, and
like a problem in a good way, you mean?
Yeah, no, exactly. But the beautiful thing about it is like it's the empowerment that's come. You know what I mean? It's kind of fucking. It's the first thing. It's the first like mass youth movement outside of sports, whatever, that I've seen. It's like disrupted the caste system, the classism.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like the love for hip hop and that understanding, and the communication, which is like breaking so much shit for this generation. Which I think.
And you know what? You know what the amazing thing is? The amazing thing is it's showed up with all its like. So the whole hip hop thing, whether it's the you know, it's the art or the dancing or you know, all of it, it's all come. Yeah, all of it is it's all moving together. You know what I'm saying? It's not it's not just people
rapping or
it's not, yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I just want to say, Vishal, you sounded like you were describing an orgy just then. It's all come. Anyway, carry on.
It's right. Yeah, and the beautiful thing about the whole thing coming into the consciousness is that it's the whole the like of hip hop and individuality, expression, and really making change with the things that you're talking about, which is what has empowered everybody. And it's this shared appreciation and respect for the art form, which has enabled to disrupt everything and like for people to really step out. Because you know what I mean, we've been told to be fucking conformist our whole life. Behave like this, don't do this, do that. This is not good. It's not going to look bad. This is the first time everybody's come out like, fuck it, guns blazing, you know? So, yeah, man, yeah. I'm happy.
You know what? I think that's actually been one of the big pluses of the last year and a half is the fact that, you know, everybody who's been on the outside or been on the fringes is suddenly showing up hard every week. There's new shit every week. You know what I'm saying? And that is now becoming... Because there's no mainstream action right now, very little. There's hardly any movies coming out now that music is coming out. So what's happening is everything outside of that, which is fucking fantastic. It's amazing.
100%. And I think also because of that, like when Pav and I were working together talking about how to approach this whole project, right? And Strengthening Numbers is a strong fucking tune, that the recent track of Pav's. And it's come a point now and it's like, fuck it. There's no point holding back. Like, fuck it. What, like literally bodies stacking up. What the fuck you got to lose to actually speak your fucking mind now? You know what I mean? Yeah.
I hit that mark about a month ago. I was just like, enough.
Self-editing.
Oh, Mr. Nice Guy. Yeah. And I've been, you know, I've been loud for a while, but I'm just like, I'm not holding back anymore. Fuck them. Yeah.
I see it. Because the thing is, there are enough people who actually believe, you know what I mean, who are enough of a counterculture. And I think, again, it's just like, I don't know, people shouldn't be scared. We shouldn't be scared, you know, to speak. But again, it's like that whole, I don't know, there is a lot of threatening energy and they do a lot of crazy shit that they don't do in other countries, like the way they round people up and stuff. So people, it's very empowering for somebody in your position to speak up, you know. So
for sure. Yeah. And you know what? Me and you are really, really lucky, Pav, because we're where we are, not in India. There's a privilege there for that, which we have to understand. And you're right.
I mean, look, the thing is, for whatever it's worth, you know, I'm here, I'm saying that shit. And I mean, like I said, I mean, for whatever it's worth, it's not that I'm the only one. It's just a matter of, so it's not that they're going to show up and shoot me at my door. They might, it's possible, but it's not going to be the first thing on the agenda. You know what I'm saying? So we have.
That's true. Hello.
All right.
Hey.
It's Anita. Anita, Vishal, Anita.
Hey, Nerm.
Hi,
hello.
Anita. Pleasure to meet you.
Can you hear me?
Good of you to join us.
Hey, Vishal.
Hi, how are you? I
good.
was telling Nerm, I only know you through him by extension, which is really an unfortunate way of knowing anyone. So I'm glad we get to meet.
I know. It is the most unfortunate way. We could have met. I was in India once, and Nerm was on his way to come and see you. Stumbled off into the distance and went, I'm off to see Vishal. I was like, all right then, see you, bye. Obviously, he doesn't want us to meet, Vishal.
It was
There's a
that.
reason.
Fuck off! I'd blatantly introduce you two. Give me some fucking peace and quiet. Quite frankly, what are you talking about?
But just all you got to do is sort the world out, and I'll come to you. Yo, it's easy. I mean,
Done.
you know what I'm saying?
I know we need Bovan back as well.
Yeah.
Yes,
working
sir,
on
we
it,
do.
Working on it.
We are
working
working on
it.
that. We are working on that. Yeah, man.
Sorry, you
There's
were
some
talking
things.
about India. I was really enjoying that, actually. It's yeah, it's very depressing sitting in London watching the news, I have to say.
Do you feel emboldened talking about it publicly, Anita, as well?
I have done. I've mentioned bits and pieces, and I've used the platforms available to me to talk about it, like on the radio and stuff. Signposted people to where they can raise money. I've not been overtly political, though.
Yes, there's, I mean, that's because your line of work, you've got to be neutral, right? That's why.
I mean, yeah, to a point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also there's like having the information, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? There's so much like convoluted information that comes out. You know, you need to really, really know exactly what's going on. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. But the feeds and the people that I follow on Instagram, you know, they're kind of, you get sucked into a whole. But how is it, Vishal? You're the only one sitting there.
This is literally what we said. Yeah.
Look, I mean, I am sitting here, but I'm sitting like on an island of privilege. Like I'm way far away from all the shit that's hitting the fan. But I've been working with a lot of people who are doing incredible work. You know, whether it's relief work or just, you know, even just people who are helping dead people cremate their families, because that's been hard to do of late. It's calmed down a bit over the last like a week or 10 days, but at one point in time, it was 24/7, just 24/7, just constant misery. It was rough.
Vishal, who's doing the work on the ground that we should be donating to and signposting in your?
There's a lot of people. So there's a Khana Chahiye is a company, is a charity. You know Mazhar? Nerm, I'm sure you know him. He's part of that. Then there's another one called Feeding from Far. So what happens is the first people to get affected obviously are the poor, right?
Yeah.
When there's even a semi-lockdown, and I believe 30 crore people have gone from being middle class to being impoverished in this time, right? So there's a lot of need out there for people who are supporting people who can't support themselves right now. These two charities are doing incredible work.
What's that? Can you tag a handle in the comments?
Yeah, for sure. So there's Feeding from Far, and
this is the thing, Vishal. It's like the lack of systems in place in India have just been. We all know, like those of us who love the country and have visited and are connected to it. It's like, is it less than 1% of the GDP is spent on healthcare in India? It's like for all the talk of this big growing economy, it's like if you can't look after your people first, what is the point, right?
The thing is, and I'm just going to come out to say this, I honestly believe that that the government's like, people we have lots of people. No worries. We lose a few people. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 1/7 of the world's population, for fuck's sake. I mean, there's people to spare, right?
Well, we did a month ago. I don't know how many we lost.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is, the day before yesterday, the New York Times put out an estimate of what may be the real figures. And the conservative estimate, the realistic estimate was 1.6 million dead.
I saw that.
And The Economist last week as well, their cover story was predicting it like maybe like 2/3 bigger than the reported numbers, for sure.
Yeah, it's
but globally, worldwide, like globally.
Yeah, but here it's another story. There was a story of a village that reported 29 deaths over 6 weeks or something like that. And the crematorium there was cremating 150 people or thereabouts every day. So they reported 29 deaths.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, man.
Yeah, the numbers are kind of crazy. Okay, so the other people we should support. Of course, Khalsa Aid is definitely one of them.
Big up Khalsa Aid, man. Fucking love those people.
Khalsa Aid, who 3 months ago were being called terrorists, and now,
of course,
you know, this is. Come on, Khalsa Aid.
Also, please understand that this in no way precludes them being called terrorists 3 months from now as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
whenever it
true.
suits the government. Yeah, yeah.
True.
absolutely.
There's also Hemkunt Foundation,
Yeah.
another
Gangsters.
Sikh organization. Fucking incredible work, incredible. Just good people doing good things. And Mission Oxygen. Have you seen
Yeah.
Mission Oxygen?
Yeah,
I don't know, Mishnah. I'll look them up.
I do. Yeah.
This
You
is
got to
all
check
good.
out. Yeah, you got to check out what Mission Oxygen have pulled off. So they're a bunch of young corporate guys who put all their corporate expertise into finding and procuring like oxygen concentrators and oxygen plants from around the world. And they've, I had a chat with them just a couple of days ago on the phone. They've put out, I think they've given out more than 6,500 concentrators and plants. Well, not 6,500, but they're assembling plants right now all over. It's incredible. Just
That's
incredible.
cool. That's cool. That really gives me heart because there are so
I'm gonna go
many
wee and leave you
bright
two to it.
young, No.
Again?
I have a tiny bladder. That's simple.
Just get a fucking diaper, budde.
I know.
Dude,
I
I'm
know
gonna get
exactly.
I'm gonna get a catheter for the next one and a bag under here. I can just piss in it while talking.
When we go and get him, it's like, Nerm, are you coming?
Aye.
Just get in the toilet. Just get in the toilet. Just having a shower. But yeah, as I was saying, Vishal, he left us to it. You see, I jump on and we get serious. But this is what gives me hope. The young, it's a nation of bright young things who have got brilliant minds who are being snapped up by every other country. And they should be looking at what to do. I don't know. I don't know what the answers are. Nobody knows what the answers are, but...
Well, no, the answer is, like you said, the problem is always the people and the answer is always the people.
Yeah,
that is the truth of it. And you can see it. I mean, it's been happening. We've been seeing people who, there's people making money off of this shit, people charging premiums on everything. But then there's other people who are willing to stand up, give up everything they've got and get in there and get their hands dirty and do this. So it's just
I hope what will happen, because after World War II in Britain, there was structural reform and new thought to how this country was going to function. So the NHS, the welfare system, these things came into place after World. And when we were in like the throes of COVID, there was a lot of talk of, when we come out of this, let's hope we rethink how we function as a society. Let's hope there's going to be another structural shift. I hope that that is what's going to happen in India. I hope.
We have a huge problem here, and that everybody knows this. It's stating the obvious, but the fact of the matter is that we have a country that's largely uneducated, and by uneducated I don't mean illiterate. I mean uneducated. They've been brought up in bizarre ways. I mean, with really ancient and strange and sort of out of touch realities. You know what I'm saying? So you actually had stories of. During this whole COVID thing, when people were donating plasma, you had stories of people refusing plasma from Muslim people. It's like, no, I don't want Muslim. Yeah, exactly that. That's my expression all day, every day. All day, every day, I read shit and I'm just like, come on. We have
Honestly, that sounds like growing up in Birmingham in the UK.
And this is the tragedy, right? This is the sort of shit that we brought over with us, the diaspora. Like, this is the stuff we should have left.
The same bullshit. Absolutely.
This is the same shit that's just in pockets of the UK.
It's fucked up, man.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I feel like people want to hear you talk about some rock and roll stuff. I feel like I've jumped on and been like,
I know we've been talking hardcore shit the entire time. Like the entire time.
Of course.
Nothing is more rock and roll than this right now.
Yeah, true.
Exactly. This is punk. Like, fuck yeah. That one.
Your nails are awesome.
I do like my nails.
Yeah.
Reflective.
They look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good.
I want them to look like this, like reflective and mirrory, but they don't quite. Well, they do a little bit. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, listen, I have to go. I have to take a call. I'm sorry, man.
I've got to actually go and meet a friend for a drink in like 10 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
On my way home.
Anita, it's beautiful to meet you. Thank you.
You too. We'll see you in person very soon.
But in the reels, in the real life.
In the reels.
Wait, Anita, stay on for a bit. Just stay on for a bit.
All right.
Just stay on for a bit.
You're going to have to.
Just stay. Because I want to talk to you about something. Bye, Vishal, you bastard. Love you.
What? Publicly? You want to talk to me about something?
I want to ask you about your fucking book, mate.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't tell you that much about it, but I will give you an exclusive interview. Don't worry.
Exclusive interview. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Nerm. Yeah, I've written a childhood memoir, The Right Sort of Girl. I've spent the
last for those that are left over watching from Vishal, Anita Rani is basically UK's TV presenter of the UK that's like a fucking national treasure, like a brown girl in the limelight, in a world that wasn't built for her. A little bit like Priti Patel, but not as nefarious.
Oh my God! How can you even put us in the same sentence? Amazing.
Because that's fucking funny. But anyway, so yeah, you're this national treasure, and you've written a book, which is the memoir thing. So
yeah, I've written a childhood memoir about being a Punjabi girl growing up in Yorkshire in the 80s and 90s, and so it's a coming of age. And hopefully I'll be talking about experiences that haven't been written about elsewhere. I've read a lot of memoirs, a lot of childhood coming of age things, and often find myself going, yeah, but I can't relate to that. I get that bit.
Yeah.
But my mum would never let me do that. And so it's I can't give too much of it away, but hopefully a lot of us will be able to relate to it.
yeah, man, absolutely. And also because we know each other and we share a lot of similar experiences. But what's the book called?
It's called The Right Sort of Girl. You can pre-order it now. It's coming out on July the 8th. And I have talked a lot about the British Punjabi experience. My granddad came over in the 50s, what my dad's childhood was like, a bit about my own, a lot about my own. And what it means to be a girl. Did
you go into partition again as well? Because that was your...
Yeah,
so again, for anyone that's watching this going, who the fuck's Anita? She did this documentary about partition, which was fucking sick.
Yeah, we should do a proper talk about that, you know. Yeah, I made a documentary about partition of India because my family were caught up in it. And
For the BBC over here, right?
Yeah, for the BBC. Oh yeah, of course, there'll be lots of Vishal's followers from India. Hey, and hello everybody in India. By the way, we think of you a lot. I hope you're all safe and well, and your families are too. But so yeah, it's important to tell the story of partition because nobody knows about it. British Empire,
especially in fucking England. Yeah,
the country that ruled India for 200 years. We're there for 300 years, and yet nobody discusses the moment they left when they cut and run.
Which is why we're here.
Exactly, but nobody knows that. So I made this documentary. It had a huge impact, and I went to Pakistan to see where my grandfather lived, to find out what happened to my great-grandfather, because he never left, he never got out. And I think it's kind of changed the landscape, had a huge effect on people, which is good.
And you managed to get a visa to go to Pakistan to see your family roots back there and India, which is quite
it's amazing.
Like
I went to
amazing
Lahore.
position. Yeah,
I went to Lahore, which is amazing because it took months and months and months. The sad tragedy of the sad legacy of being Indian and Pakistani now is that it takes ages for either of us to get a blooming passport into the other country.
Yeah.
So 8 months, and finally, obviously being someone who works for the BBC, they probably thought I was a spy. I don't know what. But anyway.
What was it actually? What was the documentary called? There's lots of comments saying, can you type in the comments what it's called?
Yeah, sorry. It's called My Family, Partition and Me. Sorry, I'm a real family partition and me. Yeah, check it out. It was on the BBC. It's a 2-part.
I'm sure it's on torrents and shit as well if you can't see
I'm
it,
sure you guys will be able to find it. Let me know what you think about it as well. And the best compliments I had were from people, young British Asians, saying, our family, it's all...
Oh, your audio's cut, love. There you go, yeah.
Our family are talking about it for the... Oh, yeah. Yeah, people saying our family are talking about it for the first time. How do we not know this? I got really connected to the story of my grandfather's first wife because we don't know what happened to her. And this connected to the women. Watch the documentary and also watch my Who Do You Think You Are? Because that's what led to the partition documentary. And then buy my book. And then do this. And then do that. But it's...
And then buy my book.
Ta-da. But the book is for everyone, right? It's a universal story. But it is for brown kids. I want brown kids to have something that they can read and go, finally, someone is talking about us who isn't just totally square. Yeah,
exactly. Because you're not totally square. A little bit square. You're not square at all. There's stuff that we will not talk about publicly.
Ever.
But yes, ever. But I mean, for an example of your not squareness, I bullied you into DJing publicly last August, and that was fucking great.
I want to do it again. We're going to do it again this summer.
Of course we are.
We're going to throw a party, aren't we? I think it's time.
Of course we are. Of course we are. Nerm, and you have a book coming out.
Nerm is the best. Yes. So where are you going tonight?
I've got to go around and do some gallivanting. I've got to be a man about town now. The town has opened up. I need to go and urinate in corners and mark my territory.
I mean, I love what people who tune in regularly to watch you interviewing people who don't know you. must just think he lives in his little cool little bat cave. And then actually, I have to say, he does actually put his bat wings on and then flies around London.
I do live in a little bat cave. Anyway, I'm going to just... Yeah, there you go. I'm going to add Bishi.
Oh, get her on.
Yeah. But go on, carry on. You were effusing about me. I'm not going to stop that. Please continue.
He scuttles, he flies around London, connecting people. Like, he's the main connector. There's not a cool person I don't know who doesn't know Nerm. And
that's very sweet.
Hey! Not cool, reprobate. There's not a reprobate I don't know. Talking of reprobates, here she is.
Hi, babe.
Hi, Bishi.
How are you?
Hello, Bishi.
Hey, Randy's here. Let's get him on as well. Wait, Randy.
Get him on. Fam jam. Proper fam jam.
Randolph, get ready, man.
All the slags are here.
All the slags.
All the slags. We had one member of Pentagram earlier. Once we're getting the one. Where? He's vanished. What the fuck?
He's there.
Anita, where are you on your way to, babe?
I'm going home. I've just come from Northern Ireland. I've been on a dairy... I've been on a dairy farm in Northern Ireland.
Rock and roll, bruv. Like,
was it like stinking of cows? I mean, was it stinking of cows? Of course
I got there and they were like, oh, you're going to go and feed the calves. And I thought I'd just stick a bottle in their mouths. I know you have to kind of straddle them.
That sounds like you're a dominatrix. That sounds like, all of this sounds like you're a dominatrix.
Your fingers in a calf, Anita.
No.
Get the bottle, stick it in, get your fingers in the mouth.
And then you get it to suck your fingers.
This is so long.
You'd love it. You'd love it, Bishi.
Yeah.
You'd be well into it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. You know me. Some bottles and fingers and things everywhere.
I can't see Randy. There he is. Okay.
No, stop checking out the wrinkles on your head.
Fuck you.
Is he doing this?
What?
I love you.
Do you know how many men now, since Zoom, how many men now are getting Botox apparently? Because so many people are having Zoom meetings that men are noticing their own faces. And so they're all into...
For the first time ever.
For the first time.
I mean, welcome to my life. All of this takes work.
I'm just wondering.
Sorry. That was like a mean thing to say. I love your face, babe.
What are you talking about? Shut up. You can take a piss at me as long as you want. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my
God. Somebody wants to join and sing for us.
Should we do it? Oh, hang on, wait. Randy's just
get Randy in.
Get
Randy in.
Randy.
Randolph.
Rock and roll.
You don't know Randolph? So Randolph is like India's Lenny Kravitz. I call him Mumbai's Lenny, but his mum is also a big fan of Lenny Kravitz, so his mum buys Lenny. Hi, bastard!
Oh my God. Hi.
All right, Randy.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, Lundgren.
So nice.
I call him Lundgren because Randolph Lundgren. Dolph Lundgren.
I see.
I see. Oh my God.
So Bishi, meet Randolph. Randolph, meet Bishi.
Hi, Randolph.
Hey,
lovely to meet you. Lovely to meet you.
You too.
Wow, this is a fierce foursome. It's like split screen. It's like the Brady Bunch, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah, I saw a picture of you today, Randy, with blonde hair. What was I literally just today? I think I was like, a picture of you popped up. Oh, is it still blonde? What colour is it now? It's looking good though. Yeah. Do you remember when I bumped into you in Bonobos?
Yeah, of course.
I was in India filming, and went to a bar, and Randy was standing there, right, Bishi? So standing there, I was out there filming, and I took the junior researcher who was with me from India, and we're standing at the bar, and Randy turns around, and we're like, oh, and her face just drops, and then I turn around, eventually speaks, and she goes, you know Randolph? Randolph's a rock star. Could you introduce me? I was like, I know a rock star.
That's so sweet.
I know a rock star.
Proper.
Oh,
but also,
good to see you guys.
You too, darling. Your mic sounds really fucking muffled, Randy.
Oh shit. Is it better?
Yeah, you know where Bishi's like got some smear on her lens, right?
I've got no idea.
You got some shit on your lens where it's just like.
She's done that.
It's like that with your mic. Yeah. I think so. It's just like
she's done that.
It's like the audio and visual
Vaseline.
equivalents of each other. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I like a bit of soft focus on my face, taking the edge off.
Love, when I go to the loo, I need a bit of soft focus just to see what's going on down there. Do you know what I mean? Like a bit of haze is perfect just to not, you don't want that in focus, mate. Yeah.
What do you mean you can actually see it now?
Oh, thanks. I got my tweezers and my microscope, but it's got a smudge on it.
Good, Anita.
What a bastard. It's full,
Sorry,
full.
I forgot we're in public.
Full
We're in
big
public.
sister cussings, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Randolph is a rock star. Full rock
He
star.
is a rock star. Someone's agreeing with me. Yes, Randolph
Yes.
is a rock star. Yeah, he is. He is.
Oh, show us your chest, dude. Let me see the chest.
Chest.
Ah, look at that.
My chest.
My
Yeah.
chest.
Show boobs, as the Indians say. Show boob.
What?
Show
Oops.
Oh my god. And Anita, how are you feeling about the book nearly coming out?
Oh, nervous as hell, but really excited. Mixed feelings.
So Randy, Anita has a biography coming out, a memoir.
Childhood memoir, man.
I'm aware of that. Yeah, I follow.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Yeah, go on.
I feel nervous as hell, but I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to hear what people have to say about it. I've blown the lid on some stuff. I've spoken about some shit. Let's see what happens.
The warehouse is in it, by the way.
Yeah, the warehouse is in it.
Nice.
There's a warehouse scene. Yeah, I want to throw a party for it. I think it'd be good to get a load of us now that the sun's shining and people are, back out here. By the way, Randy, how are you? How's India? How are you? How's your family? Are you all good? Like a
It's amazing. I mean, it's great. It's great. I mean, there's this shit going on TV and in the news and stuff. But it's okay. It's all right. It's not. I can say it's not as bad as it seems.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in India.
Yeah. But you're all right.
That are fine. And I'm all right, thank you. And fam's all right. They're all good. I keep bumping into each other. Our friends are good. The music scene is yeah. All the peeps are good, man. They're fine. Everyone's fine.
Yeah, and I think when's the next Pentagram rehearsal? So basically, Vishal Dadlani, who I was talking to earlier, is the singer in the band that Randolph produced and does the guitar for, right?
Amazing.
And so they are India's biggest fucking rock band, Pentagram. They're massive. So like that's why Randolph is just like rock star.
Yeah.
And Vishal is also moonlights as a Bollywood star. We can cuss him for being Bollywood bastard, and that's fine. Yeah, he's got like 1 foot, 1 toe in each pie. Do you know what I'm saying? He's got like toe feet. Pie feet, not toe feet, pie feet. So yeah, so this is like we've got 2 of the members of India's biggest rock band on this chat tonight.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And by the way, Bishi, your last single was with fucking what's his name?
Tony Visconti. He was David Bowie's producer.
Yes. All right,
Wicked.
guys, I'm going to tap out now because I've got to read up for Woman's Hour and leave you guys to chat and get to know each other.
Amazing. Oh my god.
She's got a proper job.
I know. I love you guys. I can't wait for us all to be in a room together. See you. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, Anita. Bye.
Naughty Auntie Anita. Naughty.
She's so naughty, the bastard.
So naughty.
Talking about that, look at this. This is basically the after party at a fucking night with us sweet idiots. This is what this is. Oh my god, I can't wait for Bishi and Randolph to meet in real life. It's gonna be.
Yeah. When are you coming? Oh, like I mean.
When are you coming to England, dickhead?
Yeah.
Look about the privilege. What the fuck are you talking about? Red lists and this, that, huh? When are you coming to my house, Randolph? Come sit on my knee.
But I'd love to, man. I'd love to. Yeah, as soon as whenever. Yeah, we'll hang, we'll party, we'll jam.
Yeah.
For sure.
Go pissing in the corners with Nerm.
This is what I do. Bishi and I have a weeing story.
Oh shit!
I can't talk about it publicly.
Oh fuck! Damn.
Oh, which story is that?
I'm not going to talk about it publicly. It's fine.
Fair enough. Yeah,
But tell her, lovelies, I also have to go because I've got a meeting in like 2 minutes.
Oh my god, me too. I have to go as well. Okay.
Randy.
Bye, guys.
Love you, Bishi. Love you, Randy.
Also love
Mwah.
you.
See you guys.
And thank you all for watching all this bullshit, by the way. This has been hilarious.